The screech of metal and the roar of a tow truck jolted me awake at 6 a.m. My heart pounded as I stumbled to the window, peering through the blinds. My Carmi beloved beat-up Corolla was being dragged out of my own garage. A woman in a crisp blazer stood smugly on my driveway, clipboard in hand, directing the tow driver like a dictator. Karen, the HOA president who'd been terrorizing our neighborhood for years. I threw on a hoodie and sprinted outside, bare feet slapping the cold pavement. "What the hell are you doing?" I shouted, voice raw with disbelief. Karen barely glanced at me, her lips curling into a sneer. "Your car violates HOA rules. Too old, too unsightly. It's being removed." My garage door was wide open, my private property invaded, and she had the audacity to call my car the problem? Fury coursed through me, but I forced myself to stay calm. I demanded to see the HOA rulebook. Karen scoffed, tossing her hair. But I noticed her fingers tighten around the clipboard. "You'll get a fine for this attitude," she snapped, turning to leave. That's when I saw a tow truck driver hesitating, his eyes darting nervously. He wasn't just some hired hand. He was Mike, my neighbor's cousin who'd moved here last month. I caught his gaze and he mouthed, "She's lying." My blood boiled. Karen had no authority to enter my garage, let alone tow my car. I grabbed my phone, started recording, and called the police. This wasn't just about a car, Anna Marie, it was about justice. The confrontation exploded when the cops arrived. Karen's smug facade cracked as I played back the video. Her barking orders, the tow truck's hook illegally latched to my car, and Mike's quiet confession that Karen had bribed him to make an example of me. The officers' faces hardened. "Ma'am, did you enter this man's property without permission?" one asked. Karen stammered, her voice rising to a shrill pitch. "I'm the HOA president. I have rights." But the truth was unraveling. Mike, now sweating, admitted Karen had been extorting neighbors for months, threatening fines for petty violations, while pocketing cash from tow companies. The bombshell came when Mike revealed a hidden ledger in Karen's car, detailing every shady deal. The crowd of neighbors that had gathered gasped Karen wasn't just a bully. She was a criminal. Karen's downfall was swift and brutal. The police cuffed her, charging her with grand theft auto and trespassing. Her protests echoed through the street as she was led to the squad car, her clipboard abandoned on the pavement. The neighbors, once cowed by her reign of terror, erupted in cheers. I felt a surge of vindication, but also pity. Karen's obsession with control had destroyed her. As the tow truck returned my Corolla, Mike apologized, shame in his eyes. "I needed the money," he whispered. I nodded, understanding life's gray areas. The ledger revealed Karen's schemes had targeted single moms, retirees, anyone she thought wouldn't fight back. But I'd fought, and now she was done. Standing in my garage that evening, I looked at my scratched-up Corolla, a symbol of resilience. The neighborhood felt lighter, like a storm had passed. We'd been divided by Karen's petty rules, but now we were united, sharing stories of her overreach, laughing over coffee as we planned a new Achana that served, not ruled. Mike, redeemed, offered to fix my car's dents for free. I realized this wasn't just about me. It was about community, about standing up when it's hard. Karen's defeat reminded us that power misused is power lost. Her charges would stick, her reputation ruined. But the real victory was ours, a neighborhood reborn. What do you think? Was I right to record and expose Karen, or should I have handled it differently? Share your thoughts on justice and standing up to bullies.